Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli, the computer guy, here for your daily dose of the roars. Wow, I had an amazing time last night. I had a fun time last night. I had a time last night that made me understand why I like the profession that I've been in for a few decades now. It was so good. Did a class for Silicon Dojo at American Underground. Taught folks how to use something called the Moon Dream model in order to add computer vision, AI computer vision to their projects. And it was so amazing to be there, and all the students were like, wow, look at how happy our instructor is. Look at how motivated and excited our instructor is, right? Like his enthusiasm about this field is contagious. That's what my students say. And then I drive home, and I open the news feed, and I sit down. Oh, and I have to talk. About the current state of my profession. And then all of you just think I'm a grumpy, over-the-hill bastard that just can't get with the times. It's a hell of a thing. It's a very weird thing to love your profession and hate your industry. Is that where I'm at right now? That might be about where I'm at right now. Anyways, I had a great class with Silicon Dojo. SiliconDojo.com. We do a lot of classes. A lot more classes are coming up in January. And if you're interested, take a look at the website. And with that, let's get into the stupidity. Can I get off this multiverse? Where's the emergency escape button for this particular multiverse? So I don't even know what to say about this crap anymore. Like, at this point, artificial intelligence is so fucking stupid. I don't know how to argue about this anymore. It's kind of like with Trump, right? You know, like with Biden, Trump the first time, or Biden, or Obama, you could argue about policies. And then you could argue whether policies were good or policies were bad, or policies were good short term but bad long term, or bad short term and good long term, or whether they're misguided or whatever else. And then now, you know, with Trump, with the second administration, you don't know what's going on. It's just, you're just sitting there like, I don't even know what are we arguing about? What is happening at this point in time? I kind of feel like, you know, artificial intelligence is going down that route where I don't know how to argue about this anymore. Like, artificial intelligence just isn't. It's not intelligent. It's statistical models or whatever else. It's these things called tensors, multi-dimensional arrays. It's many things. It's not intelligence, right? So I can argue about that. I can argue about why you would or would not use artificial intelligence. Again, it's great for things like natural language processing and pulling out patterns and that type of thing. I can argue about the value of AI in the future. Like, the interesting question here is, if you drive the value of humans so low because you can replace them with AI, at a certain point, do humans become cheaper than AI? I've talked about this before, right? My father was a PhD safety engineer. In the 1980s, my father had the coolest job in the entire world. And I do not care if your father was on SEAL Team 6 or whatever other crap, right? My father's job was so fucking cool. His job was literally to figure out why robots killed people. You want to talk about dinner table conversation? Yeah, no, seriously. They were implementing all these robots in industrial facilities. He worked for the government, and his job was literally to figure out what the fuck happened to the security guard. No, seriously. How did that happen, right? Anyways, but the interesting thing is, I was talking a few years ago about somebody high up in the technology world. And one of the things I said, like, I didn't understand why robots hadn't actually progressed further. If you look at where robots were in the 1980s, what you'll notice is there's a massive gap between like the 1980s and into the 2000s, where things just didn't progress, you know, as fast as they should have progressed. And the reason the guy was talking about is like China, man. I was like, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, yeah, that's the thing. See, the robots, cost at least $100,000 a piece, and many of them cost like $1 million a piece. So if you're replacing Yankee unionized labor, right, $1 million for a robot is cheaper than Yankee unionized labor. Here's the thing. When you're paying people $5 a day in China, it's actually cheaper to have a Chinese person do the work than it is to deploy robots. Like, goddamn. Reality can be brutal sometimes, right? And so I think that becomes an interesting economic question, right? There's this whole idea, like AI will replace humanity, but if AI essentially drops the value of humanity down so low, at what point does human labor become cheaper than an NVIDIA graphics card? Right? That's it's an argument. It's an ugly thing to argue about, but it's something that you can argue about. But like what's going on right now with artificial intelligence, and especially like the valuations of these companies, I just don't get it. Again, Sam Altman, one company wants to spend $1.4 trillion on CapEx expenses. He's not saying this is the total addressable market. This is just the investment basically for fixed assets, servers and data centers and that kind of stuff. He wants to spend $1.4 trillion on. Then you got however many other companies that are trying to replicate that. Right? There's this whole thing. They want to launch all new data centers into space. Like, that's beyond dumb. Like, I could say that's just dumb, but trying to put every new data center into space is so far beyond the concept of dumb. I don't even know. I mean, I know all these people are supposed, it's a confidence game. They're supposed to show how confident they are and investors give them money. But there's gotta be limits. There's gotta be limits, right? So anyways, the latest thing is now coming from OpenAI, coming from Reuters and other places. OpenAI discussed raising tens of billions of dollars at about a $750 billion valuation. So it was like October. Remember October? 2 months ago, month and a half ago, it's not too long. We're like in the middle of December right now. So October, depending where in October, wasn't that long ago. Like they just got a quote unquote $500 billion valuation, right? The most valuable startup company to ever exist. Somewhere between 2 months ago and a month and a half ago, they got the $500 billion valuation. And now they're trying to come out and get a valuation of $750 billion. Like they have the unicorns. Unicorns are startup companies that are worth over $1 billion. They have the decacorns, which are the startup companies that are worth over $10 billion. We have the stupicorns. Stupicorn is something that I coined for these startups worth over $100 billion. And I didn't coin that very fucking long ago. And now we have a startup trying to get a valuation of $750 billion. And I just... What do you say about this? What? From Reuters, OpenAI has held preliminary talks with some investors about raising funds at a valuation of around $750 billion. The ChatGPT maker could raise as much as $100 billion more dollars. So $100 billion in cash he wants to suck out of our society. The report said, citing people with knowledge of the discussions. If finalized, the talks would represent a roughly 50% jump from OpenAI's reported $500 billion valuation in October, following a deal in which the current and former employees sold about $6.6 billion worth of shares. Separately, Microsoft-backed OpenAI is preparing for what could be among the largest IPOs ever, with a potential valuation of up to $1 trillion. OpenAI is trying to go for an IPO of $1 trillion. with an uncertain revenue model, with a questionable value proposition, and a God knows what the fuck the profit loss statement looks like, they think that is going to be worth $1 trillion. The company has been laying the groundwork to go public and may file with securities regulators as early as the second half of 2026. So my little guilty pleasure when I travel, I was literally in Durham this morning. I was watching CNBC. It's weird to watch the CNBC folks. Like, I'm getting old with them. I remember when they were all very young. And they are now no longer very young anymore. Anyways, and they were talking about this, and they were talking about, well, this is a way to stair step up to that $1 trillion valuation. So Sam Altman really wants a $1 trillion valuation, and so $500 billion is pretty far from $1 trillion, so they do $500 billion, and then they get somehow, by hook or by crook, to get a $750 billion valuation, and then somehow that makes $1 trillion look, more reasonable, I guess. So they were talking about that on CNBC today. And that was the point. I was like, this is why I only watch CNBC about once every 2 weeks. Because, this is actually being taken seriously at this point in time. So, I mean, this is what's going on, and this is the abject fucking idiocy of the AI fraud. In no way, shape, or form does any of this horse shit make half an ounce of fucking sense. Basically, what is this? This is a dying fucking empire. The American fucking empire is dying, and our politicians and our industrialists are trying to grasp to any goddamn thing that they might think has a chunk of value to it. And so now they're all glomming onto this whole concept of artificial intelligence that is just going to inflate an insane bubble that is going to take out so much when this shit goes boom. Because there is no fucking world where this makes a goddamn bit of sense. I get that Sam Altman is so fucked up in the brain, you can go do a Google search to find out what the fuck he did to his sister. I understand how fucking syphilitic that sick bastard is. What I don't understand is why so much of our society is going along with this fucking sick ass pervert. But anyways, that's just my opinion. And I'm a guy in a basement screaming about somebody else's $750 billion valuation. Because we all know how fucking destructive this shit is gonna be when it goes boom. And we all know these sick fucks are not going to give a damn, right? These sick fucks are gonna sit there on their fucking thrones of cash, and then they're going to look down at all the people they have screwed, all the people that they have destroyed, all of the destruction, all of the horror show, and they're gonna look down and say, well, if only you had done the right thing. Yeah, they knew how to do the right thing in France a couple of hundred fucking years ago. But anyways, I'm just saying there are historical events in France that happened a few hundred years ago. They created baguettes. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so what do you think about this? What do you think about a $750 billion valuation for OpenAI, stair-stepping up to a $1 trillion valuation? What do you think about Squawkbox, CNB Squawkbox, taking this shit seriously? What do you think about this particular multiverse? Have you found the escape hatch yet? I'll pay you $10 if you tell me where the escape hatch is, because this shit's getting stupid. Anyways, put your thoughts down below. Do remember I do these videos in order to support SiliconDojo.com. Actually trying to teach people, empower people, that type of thing. What technology used to be about before technology was simply a financial fucking scam being perpetrated by the worst human beings in the fucking universe, right? Remember when technology was actually about doing good shit? Anyways. do silicondojo.com. Free dandies or hands-on technology education that empowers you to do whatever the hell it is you want to do in Durham, North Carolina. Coming back to Asheville, North Carolina, too, pretty soon. We had a class on computer vision last night. We're going to have more classes coming up in January. You can take a look at silicondojo.com to see what our schedule is. If you want to help support free dandy user education, actually make the world a little bit better, unlike fucking Sam goddamn Altman can't keep his fucking hands off his sister, there's a donor box link down below. And with that, see y'all later.